Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ascending Gamers podcast, where two cringe chads talk to everyone about unhealthy ways of coping mechanisms, like all of the unhealthy ways to cope. So my name is Jack, your host, and we have Stuart here as our co-host for tonight's podcast. Let's begin the podcast. Hello, Stuart Kun. Annyeonghaseyo. It has been a while. Today is quite tiring day for me as well. I agree. I think I can assume that in your side at work it's also very tiring, right?
Yes.
Damn. Because today, for me, tiring is because my mom told me to clean up the entire house because we're gonna be leaving JB for 2 weeks to go back to our kampong for Chinese New Year, and we gotta clean up. So I cleaned up the whole house. I did everything. A bunch of dust in my fan. So my fan right now is pretty cool, and I'm actually feeling very well after a tiring day of cleaning. But for you, man, I'm sure it's difficult for you. Do you have anything to share about your workplace? Like, do you have any sussy situation? You want to share to our audience today, huh? Any sussy? No. Come on, man. You got a lot of girls at work, man. Come on, man. I don't think they will be listening to this podcast about gamers or anything sus going on. Come on, man.
No, just managing my holiness.
Managing your
Managing my holiness.
Oh
my holiness.
boy. Well, it's about coping right now. Hey, about coping these kind of saucy horniness in real life is definitely difficult. Come on, you're surrounded by females everywhere in your workplace. How the heck are you gonna cope, man? How do you cope? I mean, I can imagine, like, if I'm in that situation, the way I cope with it is avoid my peripheral vision. I'm gonna avoid looking at the sussy boob. Yeah, the memory glands. The memory glands.
What is memory gland?
Bro. Come on. Those glands, that produce the sustenance for babies. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I will avoid. I mean, come on, man. It's covered, right? What? We can't see anything. Why do we look at it? But yeah. It doesn't solve the problem. When you see the booba, you're like, oh shit. How do you cope? How do you cope with it, man?
One day they listen to the podcast.
What? Hey, at least you share your own perspective in the workplace.
No.
Coping with attractive female co-workers and how to cope with it. Do you go into the toilet and jack it off or something? Like what like, oh my, I can't control it. My mind is all over the place. How do I
Because
cope
of my job.
You mean try your best to focus in your job?
Yeah.
Oh my
Try not to
goodness.
think. And also think
Wow.
of other possible
Zen.
possibilities.
You're going for the Zen, the Zen approach where you just Zen approach. I don't think about anything. I focus on my work. Oh, that's one of the great ways. That's one of the good ways to cope with. Anyway. We can talk about the actual coping, like difficult, kind of unhealthy coping ways that we all experience, right? Like some people experience these kind of things where you get into a stressed situation at work, or you're in your class or something. You get stressed out from all the assignments and stuff like that. We tend to find an outlet, try to put it out, right? We find a way to put it out sometimes, right? And it could be something like exercise or playing video games or even taking a walk, right? Sometimes we just go and walk, like, oh my god, I'm so stressed today. I'm gonna go take a walk. But there are some kind of coping mechanisms that we have developed. Some people develop those kind of unhealthy coping mechanisms, and we need to identify those kind of unhealthy coping mechanisms, and replace it for positive coping strategies. Like, how do we
Yes.
cope in a more positive way, right? And what do you think? How have you coped unhealthily before? Like, have you ever coped from a stressful situation unhealthily before, Stuart? What do you think?
Originally, like maybe drink like 2 cans of beer.
Like oh my god, today is a very stressful day. I'm gonna drink 2 cans. Or do you do it like every day? Like, oh my god.
No, not every day. I don't drink beer when I feel stressed. I just drinking. I feel like I want to drink it, then I drink it. But for now, I didn't drink that. I won't drink frequently
Yeah, man.
because it's unhealthy. Actually, beer.
Yeah.
I have to maintain my body shape.
Hey, once in a while is fine. Once in a while is fine. As long as you're not
So
completely
I was
relying
thinking
on it.
just now.
Yeah.
We can't rely on it. I was
Yeah.
thinking like one month, like 2 times.
You mean like 1 month, 2 times you go hardcore, or like 1 month, 2 times where you go like stable,
Yes,
stable. Fair enough.
stable.
Hey, that's a very good way to release a bit of stress, but it is
Or
an
maybe
unhealthy
another
way.
way, masturbate when stressed.
Hey, see? We got some good ways right there, but hey, the important thing is you don't get addicted to it, my guy.
But
Once in a
I
while
do
is
get
fine.
addicted.
Once in a while.
Once in a
Oh
while.
no, that's a
Every day?
problem then. That's a problem then. Hey, hey, that's a problem then.
Every day.
Hey, if you're relying
Every
on that,
day.
if you're relying on that as a coping mechanism for your stressful day, then that's a problem, my guy. You gotta find
I don't.
other ways.
Maybe I don't use that. I just sleep.
Hey, sleeping works,
No.
man.
No,
What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Like, oh,
sleep too
nah.
much. You sleep too much.
Come on, sleeping is great. Yeah, it's a great way to relax a bit. Instead of
I think it's a good way. Like for me, a good way maybe go massage center. Yeah.
Oh.
But for me, I still might feel a bit bad because expensive.
Oh, hey, come on.
Oh
we
yeah,
need-
exercise help. The best way.
True. Come on. I mean,
the free and
massage.
best way.
Massage also works, man. Don't think about the money. We think about the experience. Some massage parlors actually give special services. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, huh?
Nah, I never visited this place before. I should try.
Hey, you may get some
No.
an experience.
HIV.
Hey, come on. It's not about that. Come on. They use other ways to help, not doing it. They
Sus.
You
More
sus.
we
Come on.
Skip sus.
Okay.
Don't get banned on YouTube.
Massage parlors work. They help out, release the tension in the shoulders and stuff like that. And then
Yes.
you feel lighter.
I want to go chiropractic. My neck and my back feel kind of pressure.
Damn. That's another very relaxing way to soften the shoulders, chiropractic, right? Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes. I'm
Chiropractic.
not sure.
Chi-
And is it chiropractic or chiropractic? I'm
Chiro.
not so sure.
uh,
Leave it to our listeners to decide.
I guess chiropractic, chiropactic, I don't know. But it's about cracking the bones and stuff like that to, what do you call it? Releasing the tension in certain areas, because our muscles constantly tense up when we do something stressful. When we do something stressful, we just tense up. And then the bones just get stiff because of the muscle tense. And then you get some stiff bones. And then chiropractic, bueno, adios. You suddenly, I can breathe again. Holy moly. Hey, that's a good way to, it's a very, it's a bit on the expensive side. But it works.
It helps.
It helps. Yeah. Exercise, definitely. Playing video games, just don't get addicted. You know what I mean? Don't play those games that actually tilt you. Come on. We talked about tilting before in this channel. in this podcast in one of the episodes. But do not get tilted when playing video games. You don't play something like Cuphead or a Super Mario Brothers where you fight other people online. You don't play something like Mortal Kombat where people can 11 combo you up in the air and you can't do anything. You'd be like, wow, dude, this guy freaking sit in his computer 12 hours a day playing Mortal Kombat and he can perform an 11 combo up my HP just go from 100 to 50 just like that and I couldn't do anything about it. Wow, I'm just here to enjoy a game, but this guy is just demolishing me. No, don't play those kind of games, man. You gotta play some games that you enjoy. Candy Crush. Candy Crush works. I mean, whatever games that you like to play, that you enjoy and you don't feel stressed when you play it. Like you could be playing Overwatch, you could be playing Mortal Kombat, and you may enjoy it, but remember, try not to get tilted in those games because, it's not a good way to de-stress. You're just gonna get stressed. Like Valorant. Oh my god, Valorant. When you join in a game and then the voice comms, you need voice comms for effective communication, and then people flame you in the voice comms. Suddenly you get stressed again. And then I'm supposed to come to play game to cope from the stress at work. Now I getting flamed again by some random guy who sit in his ass 12, 11, 16 hours a day playing Valorant. What? So remember, you want to play video games to cope with it. It's also one of the healthy ways. Just choose the right game, Don't play Cuphead. Don't play, what is that climbing game? Have you played that climbing game before? No, have you seen it before? It's like a very long time ago kind of game where you sit in
old man sitting inside
in
a pot. Then
a
he
pot.
He used a hole to climb
that game.
He used a hole to climb the mountain.
Yeah, that one is very, very, very stressful kind of game because when you miss one spot, bueno, you freaking fall down. All of your hard work go down in the drain. Bye bye. You're just gonna rage. Oh my god. Now you have to do it again. Yeah, don't play those kind of games, People, these kind of games are good for like streamers or content creators because the viewers want to watch their reaction when they fail because it's entertainment. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't play those kind of games. Taking a walk works also, Just taking a walk, just go out and have a walk and chill, So these are the ways to cope. One of the more healthier ways to cope. And I mean for myself, right? For myself, I the way I have coped before with that didn't rely much on gaming or rely on exercise or something. The unhealthy ways that I've coped is comparing myself. Yeah, like I failed and I compare myself with other people. I compare my failures with strangers, some people that I don't even know, and I compare myself. Like that isn't a really good way to, cope with my own flaws. It lowers my self-esteem very much, and it just disregards my capabilities of who I am as a person. Like, I'm just not like, wow. So, oftentimes, right? Listen. Oftentimes, those kind of unhealthy coping mechanisms can even develop over years. It can be developed over years, and that makes them really difficult to replace. So, I highly recommend our listeners here to seek medical help. Find help if you are in that loop of unhealthy coping mechanisms where you cope nonstop. You use the unhealthy ways.
You should find some consultants. Spend money. Save money. Don't spend so much money on other things. Save some money for emergency stuff.
Yeah. Self-help, your own health is very important.
Don't be embarrassed to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like if you feel embarrassed to ask friends, now might ask for specialists. Like those professionals, they are willing to help you.
I agree. That's really one of the more surefire ways to help at least a little bit. Even if you think it doesn't help, it'll help a bit, just a bit, to let you realize something and help you go back on the right track. And yeah, for me, how I kind of remember to cope healthily, because I know sometimes I sometimes use alcohol because I feel like, wow, today is kind of a bad day. I'm gonna drink, but drinking is a fun thing. You don't drink because of sad things. You drink because, hey, today I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I wanna share a drink with my friend. Hey, bro, wanna drink? Yeah, let's drink. Feel good day, drink. Something like that. But don't drink too often. But hey,
Drink and get late.
but come on, I'm not a guy that gets laid easily. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy who plays video games. Bro, I play Genshin. I play Genshin Impact. I don't think I'm gonna get laid anytime soon. No way,
When
dude.
I play Genshin Impact soon.
Yeah. You are on the same boat, my guy. Yeah. Okay, guys, listen. Remember, the progress is your own. Your progress is your own. Okay, don't follow me. Don't be like me. I compare myself as a coping way. Like, oh, I failed, so I'm gonna compare myself. Like, oh, come on, this guy can do better. Why do I suck, man? Why I suck? Why tens can hit 6K 5K headshots? Why I cannot? Coping? Why I cope like this? Why should I cope like this? Don't compare. Your progress, your own, and it shouldn't be about comparing yourself with other people. So you can cope with yourself and in a more healthy way. And oh, I suck at Valorant. I suck at Genshin. Sucking at Genshin. I suck at this game. And don't compare. Don't compare. Oh my god, my friend is so good, dude. What the heck? He has better artifacts. Oh my god, he have more higher accuracy in the game that I also like to play. No, bro. Your progress, your own. Don't compare with other people. You cope with your own self. Don't start coping because of other people. And then you cope and say like, oh, I suck. So what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna cope by improving. And then I can improve this, I can improve that. Or you can even ask that friend of yours who is better than you. Instead of like trying to compare yourself like, oh, this guy's better than me or something. You can ask like, hey, dude, you're actually quite good. Can you like teach me some skills a bit? Like, what what am I lacking here? Can you like guide me a bit? Like, bro, come on, man. You're my friend, right? Come on, teach me a bit. What's going on here? What's going on here? Why do I suck at Valorant? What? Oh, okay. Dude, listen. This is why you suck, my guy. I'm gonna teach you how to look at that. Right now, I'm gonna spectate you, and I see that situation. Why are you peeking mid? Why you peek mid, my guy? Oh, I'm not supposed to peek mid. Yeah, bro. You're supposed to hold the angle. Sheesh. Oh, I learned something. Damn, son. And then you're gonna improve. You're gonna slowly improve from that. Right. So, well, I guess that's it for that's all the time we have today to talk about coping, right? Like, do you think Stuart, do you think we kind of cover up the general ideas of
Yes,
unhealthy coping
really.
mechanisms, right? Yeah.
Kind of maybe have another bad side is like if you want to somebody might want to cope with stress, they like go and find the opposite gender, then they have some relationship. That's the thing is good to cope with the stress. You have to identify it.
Yeah, it's not really
You have to
healthy.
think before it while doing it.
Don't rely on other people to cope.
FWB. I don't know.
No, I don't. I
Leave
mean,
to the listeners to find out what is FWB.
let them. If you guys know what FWB is, you know.
If you have an FWB, that's nice.
Yeah, that works. Right? I help you. You help me.
It's good.
Yes.
Really, today is like interesting. Like, for this podcast, remind me about how to cope correctly. Like, remind us
Yeah.
not to compare. The worst thing is you start comparing yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I like compare, not compare. I look at my colleagues who are younger than me. Wow, this girl looks, although she younger than me, but she look way mature.
Oh.
Compared to me, I am 20 years old. It's still like, the Doge mean at the crying Doge and the buff Doge.
Oh no. That one, yes.
Ah,
Your younger colleague is buffer than you.
buffer
Oh
Doge.
no.
I'm the crying Doge complaining. They need to watch this
Yeah.
thing.
Don't cope. Don't cope like that. Don't cope by comparing yourself with your colleagues. Like they have their own way to progress. They have their own way to get there, right? Yeah. So don't compare, man. Yeah. Listeners, don't do that kind of situation. Try not to, because sometimes we like to compare for some reason. Like, oh, this guy got Gucci bag. I only got a Nike. Okay, so all right, that's all the time we have today for this podcast for today about coping mechanisms. All right, thank you, Stuart, for being a wonderful co-host, my guy, and thank you, listeners, for staying till the end. You guys can join our Discord in the link in the description. We upload our podcast every Wednesday, but still, next 2 weeks we're not gonna have any episodes, so apologies,
sir.
apologies, yeah, because taking a break.
Our
CNY.
host is going to back to his hometown for 2 weeks and also to train his holiness. Just joking.
Alright. You guys can join our Discord in the link in the description. So see you guys next 2 weeks. Game on.